Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So this this month for October, we're not doing the Celtic Cross love spread yet. We'll probably do a mid-month, a mini one in the mid-month for you, but I wanted to do the expanded Celtic Cross love spread for you guys, okay? And ignore me that I put little stickers on all of my all of my boxes, my decks, but I use every single deck I've got. Well, I've got hundreds of them, but well, not hundreds, quite a few anyway. But the ones that I use for YouTube are all labelled. My own training deck is labelled. My one that I use for myself is labelled for me. So I know that everybody's got their own thing. Client deck is labelled. So this is the expanded Celtic Cross, and this is used in the personal readings for this type of reading, but also, which will be up on the channel anyway, but it's also used on the YouTube channel. So we're using the Witch's Tarot for that, for the main reading. And we've also got the Romance Angels advice deck for you guys. And we're using the Rider Tarot deck, miniature edition for clarifiers. I hope you guys can see that. It's quite a bit bright outside. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the energies around your love lives, okay, in the month of October in an expanded reading, okay? So Universe Spirit, show me Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising sign. Show me Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising sign. Show me Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising sign in terms of their love lives. So just the energies around them. Just give me a portion of their lives in terms of love in the month of October 2017. Show me Leo. Show me Leo. What is the advice? Well, not so much advice, but what is the energies around Leo in terms of love for the month of October 2017. What is the advice? What is the, well, not just advice, but the energies around Leo for love? Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. What is the energies that you can see around love for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? What are the energies you can see around their love lives in the month of October 2017? Show me. Right, we're going to split the deck into three, collect it back up, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the present situation around your love lives. We're going to look at your significator, so what significator card is coming up for you guys. We're looking at what your challenge is, which is here in this card. We're looking at what the root issue is, so what's the foundation of the problem here. The root issue is always the reason. You know, this goes on from the past into now, okay? So this is always the reason for the reason, what's in the foundation, what's the reason for everything. In the recent past, this will be sort of the recent past as a result of that, or something that's very heavily involved in the situation. We've got here. The most likely outcome is here, this area here, or your crowning thoughts. This is what you guys experience in the immediate future, and this is actually how you're kind of dealing with the situation here, with this area. This is the you now position. This is how the other person or how people see you in this area here. This is your hopes or fears in this area here, and this is the overall outcome, okay? And we draw clarifiers through the Rider White Miniature Tarot deck, okay? So, oh, I forgot to mention, and the bottom card shows what the overall theme is. So the Four of Swords is in the reverse. There's a lot of restlessness going on here with this Four of Swords. Four of Swords in the upright means healing. Means pauses. For some of you guys, it might be the overall energy that a situation isn't over. There's no pause there. There's a lot of restlessness. There's still toing and froing. There might be some erratic situation going on here with this Four of Swords in the reverse as well. But the Four of Swords in the reverse is where something isn't allowed to rest. It's not breathing. When you get the Four of Swords in the upright, it's really saying that this is a time of healing, contemplation and withdrawing. But nobody's withdrawing really with this Four of Swords. In the upright, in the reversed, okay? You know, some of you guys, I'm getting the sense, just looking at these three cards here, you know, it's almost like still fighting for something here with the Four of Swords. Is bringing a decision not to commit, and that might be from somebody else. So I get the impression that you guys might be, because this is lack of commitment, Ace of Pentacles reverse. And this is a decision card. So the inability to relax and withdraw and just take time out of whatever this situation for some of you Leos, it might be that as a result of that a decision is made here, this Justice energy, and that is not to commit. It might be that some of you guys are doing this, but you know, there's still some very active energy going on whatever this situation is. Let's have a look at what the situation is here. Well, the Page of Cups is the situation. For some of you guys, it's a new relationship. For some of you guys, it's where you're flirting heavily with someone. For some of you guys, it might be that you're fantasizing about a romance with someone, or there is the fantasy of a romance with the Page of Cups. Some of you guys, it might be a younger water sign individual, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And for some of you guys, it might be something to do with love communication, okay, emotional communication with the Page of Cups energy. You guys, your significator card is saying that, well, you're the moon. So it might be as a significator, we could look at it potentially that you're holding a lot of secrets, you're holding a lot of stuff down as the moon card. It might be that you're on a search to find the truth, because the moon card, even, you know, you're showing as the lady on the moon, so she's in a search for the truth. She's holding up a torch because she's trying to find her way. So you might be trying to navigate yourself through a situation here with this moon card in the upright, because this is your significator card. So you guys, it might be that you do feel slightly anxious, worried, nervous, a sense of lack of clarity in the situation, trying to find your way through it. There's a great deal of nervousness, I think, going on for you guys, showing as your significator is the moon. I certainly don't think that there's a sense of confidence around this situation here. Might even be that you're holding back on a lot of shit here as well with the moon. The challenge you guys are facing is the Three of Swords. So it's about overcoming hurt is your challenge. Because the Three of Swords is reversed. So often when it could be a third party situation that's a challenge as well. But the Three of Swords reverse usually means, how I explain it and how I've been taught this Three of Swords, is that you're actually coming out of a very painful situation, but actually challenged trying to come out of a painful situation, or coming out from a situation in which you recognise what the truth is, because this is also a Libra card as well, Three of Swords. And this is recognition of the truth really when it's in the reverse, so that you can start to heal. So your challenge for some of you guys, it might actually be healing here. The root issue for this situation is the Hierophant. So it might be something about a commitment within a relationship. Also, the Hierophant is about what is your truth, how do you see a situation. It might be a Taurus individual is the reason for everything here. Might also be something to do with a marriage or a union or a commitment in a relationship. In the recent past, well, you've been hurting. Queen of Swords is what you've experienced. It's either that somebody around you is very angry and very scornful and maybe very, you know, vengeful in terms of this, because your challenge is healing. So the Three of Swords in the reverse is your challenge is healing, okay? But this is why the focus is on the Page of Cups for love. And this is extending something emotionally to another individual because you've been trying to heal, okay? But this area here, I mean, I don't usually use significator. It shows that you're holding something down. And I don't know whether it's you guys that have been feeling really hurt or scorned by a situation. I mean, this is somebody who sits in the sorrow when she's in the reverse. I mean, she gets really angry, and there's a lot of, all queens in the reverse show people that can be very, very angry, except for the Queen of Pentacles. She's more like, oh, so what? It's all about me anyway. But the other queens can show a lot of insecurities. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. They can all show very insecure, a lot of insecurities. And the Queen of Swords in the reverse does have a tendency to get really hurt and really upset, especially if your significator, if you're showing as the moon, somebody who's holding down a lot of shit. The most likely outcome for love, Leo, is the King of Cups. So you do have, the most likely outcome is either this is a water sign individual around you, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, or it could be that you finally find some emotional acceptance around this situation. Coming in, what you'll experience is the Page of Wands reverse. So Page of Wands reverse is often, it's a difficult one really, because it shows a certain demotivation or lack of enthusiasm in a situation really, showing up here. I think that you guys have the energies are around having some form of an expectation here, a romantic expectation. I feel with this Page of Cups is the energies around you guys here. Because I think that your challenge is the Three of Swords, and that's healing, which is why some of you guys might be having some sort of romantic expectation here. It's based on a commitment, but in the recent past, as a result of that commitment, there's been the Queen of Swords reversed. So I think you might have lost something here in terms of this commitment here. I think something didn't go in your favour, because the Queen of Swords is represented by Libra, the sign of truth and justice. And in the reverse, it's almost like you didn't get something in this. It's almost like you lost. There was an injustice. You lost something in terms of a commitment here. Okay, I think that you, as a significator being the moon, I think that you hold down a lot of stuff. You're not being able to open up to something here. There's a lot of depression maybe with some of you guys. But if we were to go from here, the recent past, you guys feeling maybe that you lost something with the Queen of Swords, some form of anger going on with the Queen of Swords, really quite sorrowful about a situation. Your challenge is you've been trying to heal here, but still, as a result of that, the immediate future for some of you guys shows a lack of enthusiasm with this Page of Wands in the reverse. And as the Page of Wands is a card about good news, it might be that you're not saying a few good things going on here, maybe with this Page of Wands energy. You guys right now, well, you're the Nine of Cups, which is interesting. So right now, how you're approaching this as the Nine of Cups is happy chappy. You guys are showing us really happy here, which is why your focus is around some good news. You're happy. So this is you, how you're approaching everything is by, having a wish. You got a wish here. And you're feeling really, really good and smug and content. And as a result of that, the focus around you is getting some form of a message through. The root issue is about some form of a commitment that in the recent past you guys might have felt it was unjust, not that you didn't get this or you didn't get something from the individual. But I think this is a lot of expectation, because these two can be the cards of illusion as well. There's a lot of expectation with these two cards showing up here. I think that you're showing us a significant, because even though you're showing us really happy, you're holding back on a lot of shit here with this moon energy. And I think that's why the challenge is really, you're not really healing over something here. I think you're putting a face up to others over a situation here, Leo. How other people see you, or how the person sees you. Well, the Five of Cups, somebody, there you go. I mean, they're seeing you as somebody who's coming out of pain with the Five of Cups reversed. Five of Cups reversed again shows healing. So you're putting on a brave, this is you putting on a face here, Nine of Cups. And people are seeing you as the Five of Cups, somebody who's coming out of pain. But really, you're showing as a significator being that moon. So you're hiding a lot of shit here, Leo. Because your challenge is you're trying to heal. So you are trying to heal, but you're still hiding stuff. And there is a lack of enthusiasm here going on. You might even be running out of some form of patience over this energy here. Your hopes are karma, judgment. It's either to release yourself from the situation or to have some communication, because the energies around you are about communications. The situation is about nice communication coming forward with the Page of Cups. But your hopes might be to receive this, because you seem to be, it seems that communication is delayed, it doesn't come, or you're starting to run out of real enthusiasm and real kind of passion for this, because we can see that you guys have got a wish fulfilled here. You might even be in a place of illusion. The outcome shows as, well, wow, we've got the Ace of Cups in the overall outcome as a result of, and it's not here because this is how people see you. So as a result of this, the Page of Wands, it looks like you've got something new coming as a result of this, and the energies are around communication, nice communication here. But you guys are here. You're showing us the Nine of Cups, feeling really smug and content. And as a result of that, your focus is on nice communication here, because it's based on a commitment, one in which you might have felt scorned in the recent past. But you guys as a significator, you might be hiding something here. It could be maybe the challenge is something to do with, could be reconciling differences, maybe with the Three of Swords in the reverse, and maybe that's why this King of Cups shows up here. Maybe you are coming out of something here, actually. Let's go through this reading again. It's really interesting. Yeah, you guys have got a wish fulfilled. Let's do the reading again. You guys, I think, now is saying that you've got a wish fulfilled here. And this wish, well, it's factoring through to the situation being about that you've received some information here for some of you, Leo. So you've received nice information. And your challenge is that something is being resolved here with the Three of Swords. There's some healing that's occurring with that Three of Swords in the reverse. All right, and also these messages are based on a commitment, one in which you guys might have felt very scorned with the Queen of Swords energy. But, you know, here you guys are hiding something here. And I think what you're hiding is that from others, I think you're not telling others with this Moon card that maybe you and somebody else are looking to reconcile in October. Three of Swords, so there's a time of sadness that you're coming out of here. Okay, which is why the focus is around this Page of Cups energy, and which is why the most likely outcome is you've got somebody who unconditionally loves you. It could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian individual, or just somebody else, Leo. But I think you're reconciling with someone here. It's interesting though, the Page of Wands, it might be there's a little bit of a delay on this person talking to you in the immediate future. Alright? Or there's something not very good that happens here with this Page of Wands energy. We'll get what that is in a moment. But how other people or how this person sees you is the Five of Cups. It's either they see you as wanting to return, because the Five of Cups in the reverse means I want to return or I want to go back. But this is how they see you as the Five of Cups. They're not seeing you feeling upset. So maybe they're just delayed here doing something because they're not seeing you know, there's no need to reassure you. They're seeing you as overcoming something here. They're seeing you as being okay with that Five of Cups. Your hopes are for reconnection with the Karma card, and I think in the outcome you do get it because you've got love. There's love. It might be new love, but it's nevertheless, Ace of Cups can be new love. It can just simply be love, but there's love in the outcome showing for you guys as a result of this here, because this is what spans everything outwards. So you get the Center card and everything's out from that. So as a result of the focus around Page of Cups in October 2017, you've got love being the outcome, and the most likely outcome is this King of Cups. So it's like unconditional love as a result of this. So I think somebody's coming back to some of you guys here in terms of your love reading, or you're connecting with someone you haven't connected with in the past. Let's have a look at why you guys are the Nine of Cups. Oopsie daisy. Why is Leo the Nine of Cups in October 2017? Why is Leo the Nine of Cups in October 2017? In two cards, why is Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising, the Nine of Cups in October 2017? Show me. Well, there you go, because the Two of Cups, yeah, you've got a solid bond with the King of Pentacles, a very stable individual here. So this is either a water sign, male or female, or it's an earth sign, male or female. But whenever you get that King of Pentacles, it's bloody beautiful. If it's aspected by the right cards, the King of Pentacles is right. And you've got it, you've got a bond with a very stable individual. So you guys are the cat that got the cream, because you've got a bond with a very stable individual, which is why the energies around you guys are the Page of Cups. Why are the energies around Leo the Page of Cups in October 2017? Sorry, I always put the cards back in. If they come out again, then I use them. Why is the energies around Leo the Page of Cups in October 2017? Show me. Because the Two of Swords. Well, I think there's been a decision to change or end something now. So you've got Page of Cups, which is nice communication going on. Because I think with the Two of Swords, there's been a decision to make, finally, to put an ending to something that wasn't so good. All right. And also stalemate. So when you get the first card and then you get death, it tells you what it is that's ending. So because Two of Swords is before death, this is stalemate is now at an end. Okay. With the Queen of Pentacles. And Leo, even though you're not the Queen of Pentacles, you're the natural soulmate to the King of Pentacles. So when you get King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles in the same reading, they're soulmates. So I think that stalemate is at an end with a Queen of Pentacles, a soulmate. Okay. And that's why you guys feel that you're the cat that's got the cream of the Nine of Cups, because there's a bond with the King of Pentacles here. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just somebody who's really solid and stable. And as a result of that, the focus will be on new, fresh love with this individual, because I think that a time of stalemate with that Two of Swords is at an end with the Death card. And what's being brought in is the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody, and this is you, this is about a connection that goes beyond the world. You know, this is about a soulmate connection. There's a realization of a real soulmate connection with these areas here. I want to see why your significator is the Moon. Why is Leo's significator the Moon? Why is Leo's significator the Moon? Show me. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Pentacles and we've got two change cards here. So the Ten of Pentacles is saying that you're being secretive. Your significator is showing as a secret individual. So it says that you're being secretive, Leo, and it's got something to do with the family situation that might have changed, or family situation out in the world. So maybe you're keeping things from a family situation, people out in the world maybe, because the world is often about distance. Sometimes the Ten of Pentacles is, you know, a secure, solid family environment. Yeah, it could be somewhere out in the world, somewhere distant, or maybe a family structure that's gone through some form of a change with that World card showing there. You've got, I think that you're hiding things maybe from family and friends potentially as well here. The root issue is the Hierophant. Why is the root issue for this reading the Hierophant? Why is the root issue for this reading the Hierophant? Alright, so in the foundation, the situation was about a commitment. And why was this situation about a commitment? Because I think that somebody was happy not to take this. They were happy not to be invested in it. And I think as a result of that, you guys experienced the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Why did Leo experience Queen of Swords in the reverse? Show me in 2 cards. Because the Star... Alright, I think that clarity was blocked on what was going on here, because the Star card represents clarity and the 5 of Wands represents blockages, so you don't see clearly. And I think that what's happened is that, let's go through the reading again very quickly so far. Actually, let's get the 3, why your challenge is the 3 of Swords reversed. Why is Leo's challenge the 3 of Swords reversed? Why is Leo's challenge the 3 of Swords reversed in 2 cards? Show me. Because the Chariot... Okay. Well, you've got the Chariot and the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands means being put on edge. And the Chariot means to move forward. Okay. So your challenge is really healing whatever this relationship is. Because perhaps moving forward is a little bit nerve-wracking. It's a little bit anxiety-inducing with that 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands often means when you're nervous and you're scared and you're fearful. And you can see that the 9 of Wands guy is looking over at the Chariot here. And he's thinking, oh my God, what is this person doing? You know, this is about needing to defend oneself. Okay, so for some of you guys, it might be that your challenge is healing over this because you have put up some defences here. The 9 of Wands means to put up defences, and through being quite self-controlled. So some of you guys, it might be through your self-control, you've put up some defences, and therefore you're needing to heal. And really, I think those cards are talking about some form of trust that needs to be developed here in this situation. You're going to experience the Page of Wands. No, the most likely outcome will be the King of Cups. Why is the most likely outcome for Leo in this situation the King of Cups? Why is the most likely outcome for Leo in this situation the King of Cups? Show me in 2 cards. Because hard work and effort. Okay. 4 of Swords. See, we could have said hard work and effort would bring peace, but it doesn't make any sense to me to say that. The King of Cups as the most likely outcome, I would read it as an energy and say the most likely outcome is you're going to need to really kind of have a lot of trust and faith in this, because it might be whoever this person is around you, this King of Pentacles dude or the King of Cups dude, it might be that all of this person's hard work and effort with this 4 of Swords, this is often somebody who's withdrawing. I'm just trying to work out the combination to say, well, is this bringing healing? Or is this going to take time with that 4 of Swords? Because it might be working on this relationship is going to take time with the 4 of Swords. And it also might be that working hard towards this relationship here with this 4 of Swords energy. I was just about to say something to you with this 4 of Swords energy showing here. It's going to require patience. So hard work will require patience with the 4 of Swords and understanding. Alright. And it might also be that you guys are working towards spiritually developing yourself with this 4 of Swords as well. Because 4 of Swords is all about spiritual development. It's where we meditate and we become more attuned with who we are. So it might be that you achieve, the most likely outcome is you achieve with this King of Cups also energy, a sense of emotional completion, because both of you, especially your soulmates here, are working towards some form of, you know, higher energy as well with this 4 of Swords showing here. You'll experience the Page of Wands in the reverse. Why will Leo experience the Page of Wands in the reverse in this reading? Show me. Right, there's instability coming in. 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's instability and possibly emotional detachment being shown here. So it might be that this person's weighing things up and becomes emotionally detached, which is why, and I don't think this is you, I think it's the other individual, which is why you'll experience somebody who, I mean, this person looks very enthusiastic as to what they're doing here, but they might just go back to this stage here and this stage here. Because we've got in the recent past, the Queen of Swords feeling hurt. It might be that what you're seeing with the Star card, or it might be that this person's distance has led, because the Star card can also mean somebody who's distant, okay? And because we've got this card here, the Queen of Swords represents in the reverse feeling really hurt and wounded, it might be that the distance with the Star card left you guys worrying here. Especially as what's coming from this is that the root issue is about a commitment. And what is it about that commitment? Well, somebody was happy not to want it or not to have it at the time. And as a result of that, you guys might have been feeling really scorned, because this person's distance with the Star card might have left you guys feeling very confused. Okay, and the most likely outcome from this, and as a result of that, you've got in the immediate future, because when you do Celtic crosses, you go, you know, 1, 2, 3. So you look at the recent past, the challenge, and the immediate future, and then you look at the foundation of the reading, where it's leading to in the present, and then the potential outcome. So if I were to look at the recent past and say some of you guys may have been feeling scorned by someone, maybe this because this person was out of reach with the star energy and it left you very confused with the 5 of Wands. And as a result of that, your challenge has been trying to heal the hurt here. Because I think with the Chariot, it might be that somebody has been quite controlling and possibly put their defences up with the 9 of Wands. Could be you, it could be the person. But as a result of that, it might be in the immediate future, you guys lack a certain amount of perseverance or enthusiasm with the Page of Wands. You might also experience that this person is lacking this enthusiasm as well. Because somebody here with the 2 of Pentacles, it might be that they're trying to weigh up another individual. It might be that they're playing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius individual. If it's the other person, could also be you. But it also might be that they're trying to weigh up just how emotionally, but this isn't emotional investment, but it might be that this person feels a sense of instability in the relationship here and attaches emotionally with that, which might be why you guys in the immediate future will either experience that this person lacks any enthusiasm or you're starting to lack it. All right, and just from here, in your foundation, it's about a commitment. So it's about a relationship commitment, the Hierophant. But what is it about that? Well, somebody was happy with the Sun card not to want it, not to have it with that 4 of Cups. And as a result of that, though, we've got the energies being around, well, love, communication, nice communication with that Page of Cups energy. Because maybe this indecision is now at an end as this person's accepting you as the soulmate, Leo. But as a result of that, the most likely outcome could be that, yeah, with this Queen of Cups, there is complete and utter unconditional love based on the 8 of Pentacles, the need to work hard to develop maybe spiritually with this 8 of Swords. But it could also be that you're going to still need to weather the storm here with this situation with the King of Cups energy, because hard work and effort might be paused, because this is 4 of Swords and this is a different card to this. This shows active energy and this shows passive. So it might be somebody who's working towards doing this with you, Leo. They might put it on pause. And why is that? Because in the immediate future, this person might run out of steam and they might be kind of a little bit kind of feeling unstable because they're not sure with this Queen of Swords. Might be around another individual that they're playing with, but if it's not the case, it might be that they are feeling slightly unstable with that 2 of Pentacles, because they're not 100% all the time emotionally invested in the situation with that Queen of Swords. You guys are seen as the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Why does it that people and this person sees Leo as the 5 of Cups in the reverse? Show me. Right, because the Ace of Cups. Okay. I think that they feel that they've got love with an independent individual. So when you get the 9 of Cups, this is somebody that can be in a relationship, but they don't necessarily need it. Okay, they see that you are coming out of this. They see that you're starting to heal over this situation. Okay, with this 5 of Cups situation, Leo, because this is new love. I think that they're feeling that this relationship is not exclusive with you, if that makes any sense. Okay, the Ace of Cups is all about love and development of love, and you've got this 9 of Pentacles, an independent individual. All right, so it could be that this person, they think that you're coming out of this because they recognise that you do love yourself as well. Ace of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles is about the self, and this is about love. So it might be that they see you as somebody who's really, you know, quite strong, and they're coming out of whatever it is that they've done here, because you've got a lot of self-love here with this Ace of Cups. You've got a lot of hobbies and things that you invest your time into. Okay, your hopes will be the Judgment card, the Karma. Why is Leo's hopes karma? Why is Leo's hopes karma? Show me. Well, the Magician represents to start. Okay, so what you want to do, you want it to be the start of... when you get the Magician, this is an act card. So this is representing somebody who's making something happen. Okay, and the 8 of Swords is in the reverse, is where you're letting go of the bondage. You're letting go of the limitations. Okay, so I think this is something to do with communicating in such a way that isn't limiting in the relationship. The hopes are that you'll have rejuvenation in the relationship if you can both, maybe with this Magician, act and communicate in a less restrictive way with the Ace of Swords energy. And the outcome shows the Ace of Cups for this situation. Why is the Ace of Cups for Leo the outcome? Why is the Ace of Cups for Leo the outcome? Show me in 2 cards. Alright, so we've got this in the reverse, the Ten of Cups in the reverse, and the High Priestess. Well, I think that, you know, the Ten of Cups represents problems in a relationship, but I think that they're being ignored. And you've got this situation here, and it's still saying that there's love here, but for me, the High Priestess is somebody who ignores things. She's not paying attention to it, and you've got the Ten of Cups reversed, which represents problems in a relationship. Right, so for me, the problems in this relationship are it being ignored by some of you. You've got love here, but it's love on the, in terms of, you go along with whatever this situation is without really addressing whatever the problem is. Not the real underlying problem, as far as I can see. Because this person here, whoever they are, sees you as the Five of Cups reversed. Alright? And I think that's because they see you as somebody who's got a lot of self-love. So you're okay. You know, you'll get over whatever because you're okay. You've got a lot of self-love. You'll be okay. But the overall outcome shows that there is love in this relationship. But it's because of the Ten of Cups. Problems are actually being ignored with this High Priestess. They're not being avoided. The High Priestess always looks head on. So she's always ignoring situations. She doesn't really want to see them, even if she knows. It might also be that, you know, the state of the relationship you are highly self-aware about. So it might just be that for some of you guys, you just accept the situation or the person for what they are. But then this person knows that you'll do that because you're seen as the Five of Cups in the reverse. Somebody who overcomes pain and trials and tribulation because you've got a lot of self-love and there's a lot of strength and attractivity in that. We'll quickly go through this reading again, Leo, for October 2017. You guys here are feeling really happy. You're showing us the Nine of Cups. And that's because a relationship with what you consider to be the best of the bunch, the King of Pentacles. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just a really, somebody who you consider to be really the perfect and ideal individual, all right, in terms of love. Stable and all the rest of it. You know, good job, whatever it is, male, female. You know, you think that this is the perfect relationship. And so you're feeling really happy that you've got this bond with this individual here. And that's why... your folk, no, we won't go there. We'll go here first. This is what you're feeling. This is you guys, right? You're feeling really good, Nine of Cups, because of a relationship with the King of Pentacles. Somebody who you feel is the best of the best in terms of love. The root issue, the foundation of what's going on is that there was a commitment here in the past. But somebody didn't want it and they were happy not to have it. And my guess is that it's this King of Pentacles, especially if the person's a Taurus. Could also be saying, well, it was based on a Taurus, because King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. So it could be based on a Taurus here in which this person didn't want a commitment. Either way, there was a commitment or a Taurus individual maybe that didn't want a commitment here. And I think as a result of that, Leo, it left some of you guys feeling deeply, deeply hurt with that Queen of Swords, because I think it was their distance with the Star card that made you feel upset and angry and worried. But I feel that as a result of that, your challenge has been overcoming this energy, with the healing from it, with the Three of Swords in the reverse. Because it might be that this person's been pursuing you, all right? And they've been pursuing you quite strongly here, I feel, with this Nine of Wands. Or it could be that your challenge is healing from this situation because you've been very controlled around how this has been. You've been very controlled as a result of all of this, and it might be with the Nine of Wands you've put up your barriers. However, I feel as a result of that, the immediate future really around this situation has said that, you know, things might not come together altogether, because this person, I feel, this King of Pentacles dude here, male or female, is still weighing things up, and it might be that they're being quite emotionally distant because of that too, okay? But, you know, if we were to go back, I think you were let down here and maybe the person was very distant, okay? I think the challenge is really trusting this individual again, showing here, because you're significator. And as a result of that, I think that the focus for love will be on, yes, love, because this Two of Swords, a time of stagnation with the Two of Swords. Decision making is at an end now, and this person really accepts you as that. All right, as their soulmate. But I think that some of you guys are still challenged by that because you've put up this wall. You're being very self-controlling. You're putting up your defences here. All right, because of what this person did here and here. They didn't want the relationship here, and they were pretty much out of reach, and they were very distant to you, and it left you guys very bothered and very worried around the situation. I think that as a significator, you guys are very, with this moon card, I would say that you're more than likely quite worried and anxious, and it's because of this relationship, the Ten of Pentacles, bringing the world. Is this going to be really successful? Is building this relationship again going to be really successful this time around? And I think that you are, as a significator, showing a little bit of distrust and worry, okay? I feel the most likely outcome for this situation will be there's going to be a need for patience with that King of Cups energy. I think that this is either an earth sign or a water sign, but I think this is saying you're going to need to have a lot of patience with that King of Cups energy, because I think all the hard work and effort, it might come to a little bit of a standstill with that Four of Swords. All right, it might be a little bit of a pause in terms of the amount of work and effort that's put into this situation. I think that, as I said, what you'll experience is either from your part a lack of enthusiasm or from their part a lack of enthusiasm. So it's all steam ahead what they're doing here. But the immediate future for some of you Leos will be that this person will be like, you know, actually, you know, I'm busy, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, because it might be that they feel unstable, Leo, okay, in terms of the Queen. It might be that they're playing the field with somebody else, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or it could simply be that this person draws back a little bit, because the Page of Wands is about a demotivation when it's in the reverse, and feeling lazy and a lack of enthusiasm to do something and not so goal orientated. And it might be because they're trying to work out, or they're weighing up, you know, whether they feel something for you, or whatever it is that they're weighing up here is making them feel emotionally distant. How they're seeing you is that you're all right, that you are somebody who's quite strong with that Five of Cups in the reverse, because you've got a lot of self-love here with this Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. I think that, you know, this is about love, and this is about the self. So you have possibly a love of the self, or a love of doing things for yourself. And so they see you as somebody who's quite strong, I feel, with the Five of Cups in the reverse. I feel that your hopes are the Magician, I mean the Karma card, to have a rejuvenation, a renewal of this relationship, because through communication you could probably clear some blockages with this individual with the Eight of Swords. The outcome, I feel, is saying that, yeah, you've got love showing up here by the end of October, but it's because of the Ten of Cups. There's problems in the relationship some of you guys are still avoiding with the High Priestess energy, potentially, showing there, because she avoids, and this is problems in the relationship. For some of you guys, it might be that you're very aware of problems, and it'll be just like, well, I'm just going to work with this stuff. So, very interesting reading. Let's get your advice card from the angels. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Leo for this October reading? What is the advice that you have for Leo? Show me. It says retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So some of you guys might need to just retreat for a little time from this relationship, okay? Why does Leo need to retreat? Why does Leo need to retreat? Show me. Because separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So some of you guys, it might need to you need to retreat because separation, a time apart, would be on the horizon. Okay, and yeah. It's alright, if the cards don't make sense after I don't use them. I think you need to retreat because there's time apart. You need time apart from the partner, potentially. I think things go okay, but I think there's been some hurt involved here. And I think that as much as you guys might want to go for something here with an individual, I think that you're ignoring something by the end of the reading. I think there's love here, but it's based on the Ten of Cups reverse and the High Priestess. Ten of Cups reverse are problems within a relationship. And the High Priestess thing you're right is where you're ignoring something, or you're avoiding it, or you're closing your eyes to it. So I think that there are problems within this relationship some of you guys are actually ignoring, and that's why it might be telling you to retreat, and a little bit of kind of separation probably wouldn't do you guys too much harm. Alright, that is your reading, Leo. I would like to say thanks ever so much, and watch out for how he or she feels about me reading, okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.